happy December 29th, my lovelies. Oh my gosh, my lovely Discovery peeps. Oh, this is fast becoming very fun, this channel. I don't know. But yeah, it's miserable out. We had some rain this morning. The electrician just left. We had, I think I mentioned this, on Christmas Day, a circuit blew. Every time Steve puts lights up, somehow, used to be when you used the microwave to blow everything out. Now, Peter was trying to use the hairdryer to loosen a cork, don't ask, and the circuit blew. Well, normally we could just hit reset and it comes back on. Well, it didn't. We think it got fried up because we have a reset in the shed, in the garage, for I think outside lights or bathroom, I'm not even sure which. And they put one in the bathroom when we had the bathroom remodeled about 10 years ago. Well, usually you had to hit one that hit the, I don't know. Well, we were able to hit the one in the garage, but the one in the bathroom, it just wouldn't click. Like usually you hit it was a spongy. So we kind of thought maybe it was done. So we had to get around this mail truck. Hold on. Only good thing it was the outlets in the bathroom. It wasn't like anything important. We have outlets outside the bathroom that worked, but not the one inside. So he came out yesterday to just, I don't know why. He didn't do anything yesterday. He just came and evaluated. He didn't even go upstairs. So I'm not sure what he evaluated. I guess he took our word for everything. But he came back today with his crew, and they were there probably like 45 minutes, not even that much. $250 later, yes, it is all fixed. He put a regular plug up in the bathroom. He said if something happens, it has it, I don't know, he made something. And I think he replaced the one in the garage. I think. I don't know. I said to him, it says on the outside to test every 30 days. I said, I've never tested it. He said, I don't know either, so I don't know. But that's all done. So I'm heading to mail out the last of my Christmas cards. I have about 4 or 5 to mail. We'll see if there's any more, because I'm so behind. So now, if I mail any from today, it's just going to say, Happy New Year. Please, my husband, it's still Christmas. It's still Christmas till like 2 more weeks. I'm not from that school. He is. I'm not. I'm done. Once Christmas, I'm done. I don't even want to see any lights. I don't, you like that? I'm done. I like the pre versus the post. I know. But, I always say, like what you like. I don't complain. I don't go, oh my God, they have their lights up still. It's just not something I personally enjoy. I don't take care of the lights, so Steve does the outside lights, so I think do what you want to do. It's right, we're probably one of the last houses to take our lights down. One year, fun story, we had an ice storm. It was constant. Back in some years you have where it's just constant. That year it was. I don't think he got the lights down till February. Because they got frozen on there, and you don't want to, I will say they do look pretty under the ice. They do. But we have our Holy Family up there. I think he might have gotten that in. Funny story, we always say this. We have this Holy Family. It's Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. And it was my dad's. It was his pride and joy. When he got that, he was so excited. And he gave it to us. And Timmy was little. That's how I remember how long we've had it. And they're kind of connected, but they're separate. So Joseph fell forward, and Timmy, it's right outside their window, down. And Timmy, now he's probably 3, maybe. I don't think he was quite 4. I think it was 3. I'm pretty sure because Peter was there, so I feel like he was 3. So he looked out there. He goes, Mom, something happened out there to that there Jophus. So we call it Jophus, still. That there Jophus. And it's so cute. You don't want to correct him. He goes, oh my God, Jophus. We still say it. Dad, there, Jophus. And the kid across the street's name was Miles. And when he saw him out playing, he'd yell out. He was probably maybe 2 years older than Timmy. And he'd yell out, my dolls. Timmy still has bad pronunciation with a lot of things. Had speech, I couldn't tell you how many years. Yep. had speech. Problem with his R's and its TH's. That there Jofus. We still laugh. We still funny story. All right, my lovies, I can put these in the mail. See if we have any more. I'm hoping they're done. I shouldn't say that, but I will get them out. All right, I'll let you know. I'll show you if we got any more cards. Ooh, we have one more. Okay. Well, this was probably, I didn't come over the weekend. This probably could have been sitting there. So this is, yeah, it had the 23rd postmark. So I probably didn't come Saturday. Did I come Friday? I don't remember. I think I did. Well, got my blood work back. If you didn't know, I had some blood work done. And I have markers, which I already knew, but you know, the doctor has to get the test. Markers for gluten sensitivity. Oy, I know. I've had long suspected it, and I took this other test, which I don't know how accurate it was, but you know, yep. So I have to. She wants me to see a gastroenterologist because that's their job. So I'll probably get a colonoscopy, get a sample, yada yada yada, which is great because here we are, December 29th. Our insurance new deductible starts on Thursday. Yay me. Yay me. And Steve hired our deductible this year. Because of the insurance going up, insurance premiums went up everywhere. So Steve's going to go on Medicare this year. So this is, in fact, he's going to go on Medicare in July. Yes, I'm married to an old man. I know. So he's probably going to go off the insurance, which will, of course, raise the insurance. You'd think it would lower it, but it doesn't. It raises it. Once Timmy left it raised, when Peter left it raised, and then when he leaves, it's going to raise. And it's a shame I can't go, like, you can get it through, like, we'll call it Obamacare, for lack of a better word. But because we filed jointly, it's all based on both our incomes. Versus if it was just me, I would qualify. But with him, it would be way too high. So of course I could get a job that offers benefits, but at this time of my life, I don't know if I would even be able to get one, number one. Number two, I would have to be full time. Well, that's not happening. So we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. Happens when you marry an older man. But yes, so I have to. I don't know if you know this, fun fact, I used to work at a gastroenterology office. I did billing. When we moved over here, I just wanted to do strictly billing because I used to be the medical assistant of the office where I used to work for 11 years. And I did that and billing. I did both. But I just thought it'd be fun just to do one thing. And because I really enjoyed billing and claims and all that stuff. I know some people find it annoying. I found it interesting. So when I didn't do it long, maybe a year and a half, because then we had kids and it was just back to back. It was way too much. So, but yeah, so what was this? Oh, I can go to, what's the moral of that story? I could go there. It's actually local. Steve goes there. Steve gets his colonoscopy. Steve has had to get colonoscopy since his brother was diagnosed with stage 3, 4 colon cancer back in, God, Timmy was little. It's over 20 years ago. I mean, Timmy was probably 4 or 5. So we're saying like 21 years ago. So ever since then, he's had to get a colonoscopy every so many years because of the family history. And I worked there, so he went there. And they're a very nice group of doctors. Because it's funny, I went to a different doctor when I had elevated liver studies. And she was like crazy. I mean, she literally had me dead. And here I am, 10 years later, still here. So I'm really not quite sure what. And it's a shame because she's a woman, and I always like to go to females, but yeah, not her. And she's really convenient, like she's really down the road. But yeah, not going there. Literally, I can't even. She literally had me like dead, for lack of a better word. But I am here to fight another day. But anyway, I'm heading to Dunkin' because it's Monday. I did post this free Dunkin' thing. Well, it was for coffee anyway, but mine didn't work. It said, code, I don't know, Rana, I don't know what it meant. but it was for a free coffee. No, I don't drink coffee. I was going to get it for Steve, look like a great wife, because you bring your husband coffee, he thinks, wow, a Dunkin' coffee. What did I do? Nothing. It was free. But I'm not worrying about it because it's free and it's coffee. But I should take the post down. I mean, I don't want people to try to use it if they can't. Anyway, so I'm going to go grab I don't know. Oh, actually, I don't really need anything. Because Patrick always brings it home on Mondays. Yeah, let's just go home. I'm not going to go. Yeah, there's no reason for me to have 2 drinks. Because he's out at his, he goes and hangs, don't even ask. He goes and hangs out at the garage. He used to pump gas there, and Monday's his day off. So on his day off, he goes and hangs there. Must be nice to be young, single, and have nothing else to do. So he always brings Steve home a coffee and me a tea on Mondays. That's like his thing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna let him miss his thing. So I don't need to go and buy it. So I did a U-turn in this parking lot. Yeah, he's 32 years old, single, lives at home, works full time. He can buy his mom some tea on Mondays. In fact, he's the one that always sends me a Dunkin' card at the holidays. He goes, oh, wait, I'm gonna get your Dunkin' card. I said, thank you. You're the only one that remembered. The other 2 slackers. I'm like, well, I shouldn't say that. Peter did get me the ring light. He was hemming and hawing about that. He did not want to get me the ring light. I'm like, but I need the ring light. It doesn't matter. I need it. I'm only going to have to go and buy it because it died. So, in fact, I was going to open it up and see how it worked, but I was going to have him do it, but he had got called in to work early. So, of course, it's Monday, and Patrick bought dinner tonight. Gnocchi. When Patrick buys dinner, it's gnocchi. At one point, he was buying it every Monday, and I finally said, you got to stop. Nobody wants it. And we like gnocchi, but when you have it repeatedly. So we haven't had it for, oh God, it's kind of been about 3 weeks. I'm going to have a gnocchi tonight. No, I'm not having gnocchi because now that test really could, it was a 2 marker. Last time I only had a 1 marker. Now I have a 2 marker. So I am trying to be really diligent in the gluten area. So I will not be indulging in gnocchi tonight. Don't know what I'll make. I wait a minute, I have gluten-free pasta. I think I still have some. I'll have to check. Not a fan. I do have shirataki. Oh, I have tofu though. I bought tofu. I should really use it. I'm sure it's probably, I had it a couple weeks because I wanted to make air fried. I love when you, oh yeah, I have everything. Air fried tofu when you marinate it in soy sauce. But soy sauce has, repeat after me, gluten. So I do have gluten-free soy sauce. I bought it at the Asian market. But also coconut aminos does not have gluten. Who would think that soy sauce, wait a minute, is soy gluten? Could I have tofu? I don't know, I gotta look at that. Oh, man. Like I said, I don't have pain. I do kind of get like, I think that's half the reason I get constipated. I get itchy sometimes. Like I'll just start scratching for no reason. Bloated. Yeah, bloated. The bloated's probably the worst. But it's not, like I said, I don't have pain. I'm not, some people get really bad diarrhea. They get physically like, yeah, it's bad. Well, my brother, I'm going to text him, in fact, because he was diagnosed celiac. I am not technically celiac yet. So I'm going to see if he reacts to gluten. I wanted to do, oh, Steve's home. Joy of joys. I know. Ugh. Oh, there he is. All right, my lovelies, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in a video very soon.